Hey everybody, Aaron Stinner here at Stinner HQ in the shop with a quick Romero update video for you guys. We are so close to getting our machine parts in-house. Bikes should be in stock and shipping to customers by the end of August, early September. We are super excited. Finally seeing these guys roll out the door. First batch, we did 50 bikes. We're over 50% sold out. Super stoked, super excited. So if you're thinking about a Romero, have questions about a Romero, get in touch, get in that first batch. Hate to see you guys miss out. We should be doing another batch right after, but no guarantees on when those are gonna be in stock and when those are gonna be ready. But we're excited. So, Pinkbike and Radivis both had an article come out about the bike. Lots of comments, lots of questions. People running different platforms, so I figured we'd just get out in front of it, talk to you guys about what's going on, and answer some of those questions for you. And yeah, so the point of this video today, we're not gonna answer all the questions. We're gonna break out a couple of videos for you guys. We got made at the end of the month here, and we'll be live in Portland, so answer any questions there for you as well. But the idea here is we're gonna kind of address these things in little micro chunks so you can digest it. Well, this one's kind of a big one. So a lot of people have been asking, can I buy an MT and turn it into an LT? Can I buy an LT and turn it into an MT? What do I need to do? Dropouts, shock chips. When we originally designed this bike, we really wanted to keep it simple, designed how we wanted it, and we thought it was gonna be a good idea to keep it simple. We knew people were gonna wanna change things, so here we are. So first questions first, MT or LT, can I go back and forth? The answer is yes, but the bikes were designed a specific way. So if you want exactly how we designed it, how we tested it, go with the stock spec. If you want to deviate, you can deviate. We have a geo chart that we've put together showing all the variables, all the different ways that you can assemble the bike and kind of what that does to geometry and how that affects it. We're gonna put that link as part of this video and check it out. It gets a little nerdy, it gets a little heady, so if you're looking at it and you have questions, you can always ask us, but you're gonna kind of have to do your own homework and use your best judgment when looking at this because we have not tested every single setup that we have in the chart. So what we have tested and what we know works is how the bikes are currently spec'd. And there are a few things that we've tested, such as like shock stroke, you know, trying the slightly reduced rear travel numbers. Those things we've tried, everything works fine, geometry stays the same. The link will show you that as well. So the question is like in general, for those of you that don't know, what people are asking is, can they change this chip out from what this is on this bike, which is an MT? Can they put the LT chip on there? And we will sell an LT chip separately or an MT chip, depending on which way you want to go separately. We don't have price on that. We don't know what that's going to be. We didn't really know that was going to be a thing that people were going to ask for, but a lot of people are asking for it. So the answer is yes, you can, but caveats. So look at those geo numbers and look at that. My recommendation, my personal recommendation, looking at all the numbers and nerding out on it, if it were me, I would buy, if I wanted a dual platform, MT or LT, I would buy the MT and then use the LT chips and go that direction versus buying an LT and then going the MT direction. It's me personally, that's what I would want out of the geo spec numbers. You can go the other way and get a good riding bike, but the numbers tell me MT to LT. So take it for what it's worth. If you email me and ask me, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Those are one of the variables that you could change on this bike in order to get different ride characteristics. The second thing, and Pinkbike pointed it out in detail, is the dropouts. So we originally spec'd with a 445 chainstay or a 435 chainstay. So two different dropout choices depending on how you wanted the bike to ride and how much travel you wanted to get on your ride. We started there, 29-inch wheel only, 29 rear, 29 front. That's what we've tested, that's what we've ridden, that's what we wanted the bike to be. Mike at Pinkbike decided, you know, I ride in the Pacific Northwest and the trails that I ride, I want the mullet setup. A lot of people want the mullet setup. Seems like once you get past the northern Oregon border and you get into Washington, everybody wants a mullet setup. Down here, Southern California, 2929, it's what we ride. This bike is made to go uphill and then straight downhill, fast and in loose dirt and rocky terrain. That's what we ride. That's what we tested the bike out on. And it's honestly where I feel like the bike really excels. I'm not as familiar and I've ridden North Shore, I've been up to Whistler, I've ridden those areas, but haven't brought this bike up there to test it. So I couldn't tell you exactly, but I do know a lot of people like the Mullet setup. The trails are different there, things are groomed, packed, bike park, all that stuff. So Mike decided to put a 27.5-inch wheel. If you want to learn about how he felt about it, he felt like the bike came alive when he put the 27.5-inch wheel on there. Just again, to remind you, that is in an area where he loves to ride, which is in Bellingham. So putting a 27.5-inch rear wheel on here with the 29 kind of geo numbers is going to change things quite a bit. If I were to ride that bike here, I'd have tons of pedal strikes. I would have a lot of issues that I wouldn't necessarily want to have here. So that is, something to think about when looking at that. Now, if you ride in Bellingham and you understand the areas where Mike's riding and you want a Mullet setup, we got the geo numbers, check them out in the link below and do your own homework on whether or not you think that would be a good platform for you. But it's definitely off menu when it comes to geo numbers and how we design this bike. So all that to be said, we are going to make a 27.5 specific rear dropout. We're still in the mix of trying to get these bikes out to customers, these 29-inch wheel platform, out to customers, spec'd as is, let those people go ride them. So 27.5-inch dropouts on the docket. When we will have them, I'm not 100% sure yet. So keep checking back. I'll keep updating you guys as things go along, but I just wanted to make that and put that out there because we are getting a lot of questions. Do you have 27.5-inch dropouts? What are they going to do? How are they going to change the geo? I don't know yet. We're working on it. It's in CAD, but right now, this is what we have available for you. So 2 different dropout options, 2 different lower shock mount options. Play around with those as you will. We have a chart for you to reference to see how it is. The great news is all of these things you can't really screw up. You're going to get a bike that rides well enough depending on what you're doing. And if you don't want to deal with that stuff and you don't know what you're doing and you don't want to get into that, just ride the bike how we spec'd it. If you have any questions specifically, feel free to reach out. You can ask CJ. CJ's email's below. You can always reach out to me directly, ask me any questions. Happy to answer them for you. But those are the 2 things. I wanted to address those because we got tons of comments on them, tons of questions, and it's probably the more nerdy, techie side of the bike. And yeah, otherwise, we'll be back at you guys next week with another update. We'll address another part of the bike, and maybe we'll have some more things to show you as fabrication and production comes along with these bikes. And yeah, we'll see you guys out on the road. Thanks.